It's the most dangerous night of the year in the International Wrestling Cartel. Cage Fury 2014. Joe Lebowski, Jay Worth at ringside.
The contest of Cage Fury 2014 is a singles contest scheduled for one fall. Your referee, Mr. Troy Davis. Introducing first, he weighs in at 175 pounds, wrestling out of Rochester, New York. Being accompanied to ringside by his tag team partner, North American Keith Hart. Here is Colin, Delaney.
It's a party-like atmosphere in Elizabeth, Pennsylvania. Jay Worth and Farnsworth, hot and cute, always having a good time in the International Wrestling Cartel.
Amen. Never seen two of the people quite as happy as they are. Two of the happiest people you'd ever want to meet. I also have to point out it is approximately 400 degrees, so the Calypso just fits right in.
And what a night it was for Keith Hart a month ago at IWC's Proving Ground 3. We had thought Keith Hart was leaving the International Wrestling Cartel as Super Indy champion. The decision ended up being reversed thanks to the antics of Justin LeBar, RJ City. But for a moment in time, Keith Hart was Super Indy champion, and he was in tears with elation. What a moment.
Well, I'm sorry he didn't get the belt. However, I don't think we should take away from our current Super Indy champion over that.
RJ City to defend later on tonight against the innovator of Aerial Insanity, a man that's Super Indy through and through. Would love to see Keith Hart get another opportunity, but right now it's all about Colin Delaney as he enters one-on-one competition.
He weighs in at 62 kilos, wrestling out of Mexico City, Mexico, making his return to IWC, LowRider.
We saw LowRider as part of Super Indy 13 earlier this year, a man that's been on his own, living on the streets of Mexico ever since he was a young teenager, sought out the training, the guidance of one Super Crazy, and embarked in a very, very unique career in professional wrestling that's taken him throughout Mexico and the United States. Still, in his very early 20s, I do believe, he has traveled so many miles and has gotten so much better since we first saw him as a teenager some years ago.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's no way he's that young, because, you know, I have known him for years, but then I thought about it, and I'm pretty sure I met him when he was 15, so early 20s could be correct.
LowRider has always made headlines when he's come to IWC, and a man very, very dedicated to his craft. Travels a lot of the same roads as Sammy Guevara, who we'll see a little bit later on in one of our feature matchups. And two men, Sammy and LowRider, with very similar styles, very in-your-face, high-impact, that can fly through the air.
Which is indicative of the lucha style that LowRider grew up in and around. So.
Absolutely true. But Colin Delaney, an established veteran in his own right, very versatile himself, former IWC Tag Team Champion, along with Keith Hart. And Hot and Cute really haven't made a lot of headlines as a team as of late, but great to see them back together, at least with Keith Hart escorting Colin to the ring, supporting Colin in his one-on-one matchup. So Hot and Cute come up short at Super Indy against the STDs, sexy, talented dudes. And LowRider controlling on the ground early on. This is really the calm before the storm, Jay. We're 2 cage matches guaranteed to break down into utter chaos. We have a 4-way matchup to crown the #1 contender for the Super Indy Championship, and we have the return of arguably the most dangerous matchup in the history of professional wrestling, the match beyond its War Games.
It is going to be one heck of an evening, Joe. They're going to write this one down in the record books, believe you me.
And Jay Worth, that's not even counting the 3 titles we'll decide later tonight as well.
I want to point out, for a person known for a high-flying style so far, well, a little flip there, but once again, another grounded pin from LowRider. Not what you're used to seeing out of him.
Now, do you think LowRider is proceeding with caution due to the reputation of Colin Delaney?
It could be that. It could be that he's trying a little bit of a mind game. Colin Delaney might be expecting some high flying, so he's going another route.
Hard to psych out Colin Delaney, though. Always has a smile on his face. Always really one of the most cheerful, upbeat guys in the locker room, really no matter where you go. Colin Delaney just loves this industry, loves to be here to entertain and have fun, and certainly loves to win as well, and that's what he'll be attempting to do. And a bit of a standoff for the second time, no clear-cut advantage.
I gotta be honest, I've never known anyone who didn't love winning, Joe.
That's true.
It's like saying I'm a big fan of breathing, or, getting money.
What do you think's going through the mind of Keith Hott? Thought that he'd won the Super Indy title, but turns out RJ still had a trick up his sleeve. Keith Hott, I think, had a career-making performance regardless of the outcome of that Super Indy Championship, just to pin RJ City 1, 2, 3 in the center of the ring regardless of the circumstances.
Well, I hate to say it, but regardless of what he's thinking at the moment, he has to forget about it. He has a match tonight. Whoa!
There's a cover.
He has a match tonight, and he cannot get distracted by what could have been. I'm sure he'll get another title shot at some point. He can't think about that right now.
There's a cover by LowRider, 2-0. And LowRider putting his focus back on Colin Delaney. Again, that aggression of LowRider that's really been upped in recent times. Every time we've seen him come in here in IWC, it's almost like we're seeing a new guy each and every time. He stays into that reckless, devil-may-care style, but he's smarter, he's bigger, better conditioned each and every time he's in.
Yeah, very true. He has been putting the work in.
It's LowRider. Has Colin in a defensive position. Check out this bounce.
Oh!
The bounce. The next string. Connecting into the drop kick. Colin Delaney maybe in serious trouble for the first time in the bout. 2-0. And Colin, check out the aggression on Colin up in a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say that smile seems to have faded a little bit.
The ECW, extremely cute wrestler. Nothing pretty about what this matchup has degenerated into. Colin connects on the side of the head of LowRider. That high round kick could have them. No.
Almost a falling high round kick. It didn't let LowRider predict where it was going to come in from.
Yeah, Colin met gravity. He's tag team partner in that exchange. As you see Keith Hott cheering on Colin Delaney as once again the high flyer has been grounded.
Delaney lost the arm. Oh, there we go. There, he's trying to get it back in, but it gave LowRider the chance to put a couple elbows into the gut.
Side Russian leg sweep. And check out this submission attempt. Has LowRider straitjacketed, crimping the neck with the foot while stretching back at the arm. A lot of pressure on the neck and shoulder area, but could not get a submission.
Well, I don't know. That's what he was looking for. He may have just hurt his neck a bit.
Oh, very true as well. Colin has a lot of tools deep in his arsenal. Not a bad strutter either.
And foot to the back of the next one of them, as he has demonstrated.
Colin follow through. Oh. Took that moment to recover. And down with the jawbreaker. Delaney pulls LowRider to the center. And that second to pull LowRider away from the ropes may have made the difference between a win and not a win in that exchange for Colin.
It gave him the chance to clear the cobwebs, kick out of. What would you put that at 2.5?
Yeah, at least
2 3/4. Oh,
Colin looking for the big three. Looking to ride that momentum that his partner Keith Hott had created at Proving Ground 3, now available on IWC home DVD and digital download. SorgatronMedia.com.
Where is that?
SorgatronMedia.com.
Oh, I've heard good things about them. Oh!
Ryder connecting hard with Colin, right in the jaw. Colin drops off the apron hard, and there's the...
Oh!
Crash and burn! With all due respect to my colleague in another life, Steve Carino. No other way to describe that landing from LowRider and J-Word. That's why it's high risk.
Yeah. But you see LowRider up and moving.
My gosh, LowRider could have cracked a rib with the damage done off that solid steel guardrail, but that adrenaline fueling LowRider, not feeling anything. Take to the air again. Colin a step ahead.
Oh, nice elbow.
LowRider drop down onto Colin, this time the knee.
Oh, LowRider gets the bottom rope.
And Colin can't believe it. And you don't see Colin Delaney frustrated very often, but I think this may be a case.
Keith Hart, too. He was expecting the victory there.
Colin's determination in his eyes.
Some elbows.
Yeah, LowRider fighting free. Again, that next rib, that agility.
Oh, nice solid shot to the chest. Colin Delaney feeling that. Oh!
Down with a long blower. Delaney is out. Delaney may have been out before it hit the ground. LowRider into the lateral press. Big victory, no. That would have been LowRider's biggest victory in his IWC tenure for sure.
That wasn't so much a kick out as a shove off.
And Colin feeling that adrenaline, but LowRider continues to smother the much more experienced Delaney.
Whoa.
Electric chair.
Let his head hit that top rope. Oh!
Steps off the DDT. Out of the corner of Colin Delaney. Picks up a big victory.
I think it took a knee to the chest and both legs over him, but he finally put LowRider down.
Colin Delaney earned every bit of that victory. And with Keith Hart having a career-making performance a month ago, Colin Delaney back to the winning ways. Hopefully, Keith Hart was the catalyst to a lot more success and a lot more upside in the future for Hart and Duke.